Hey, Gail.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Nice talking to you.
You too. Saw you on the Today Show this morning
Oh, okay.
talking about your new book, Eat,
Yes.
simply titled Eat, which is something that I've noticed in a lot of new programs that are coming out. They're kind of getting away from rigid rules and days and magical food combinations and more like broader guidelines so that people can actually follow the program. Is that the intent of your new book?
Yeah, I wrote the book basically, and I've written traditional diet books that actually, rigid diet books that say you must eat this on a particular day, you can't eat this the next day. I've written those books, and they've been successful for a lot of people. However, what I've learned in my own experience is that some people simply either don't want to be on a rigid plan or simply can't follow a rigid plan for a lot of reasons. And so I wanted to create a program in which people can simply make some lifestyle changes in what they eat and how they live that will still yield the results. People have lost up to 15 pounds following the program inside of Eat. And also why the title Eat? It's counterintuitive, but you have to eat to lose weight. People who think that you can starve yourself or fast yourself to lose weight, yeah. In the short term, you will lose some weight because you're restricting your calories, and it's about calories in being less than calories out. But at the end of the day, at some point, your body says, I'm starving, and you go into starvation mode and you stop losing that weight. With Eat, the idea is eat to lose weight. Eat the right foods to lose weight, and let it be flexible. Give people options and choices, because I think people feel freer, they're more willing to stick to a program if they have more control in what they can eat. And one more thing, don't eliminate entire food groups. Yeah, minimize some of the unhealthy food, but don't eliminate them. Eating should be fun and a great experience. And so I teach people how to take those foods that they enjoy and still incorporate them into a healthier way so they can lose weight and do other things like lower their blood pressure, lower their cholesterol levels, and other health parameters.
Yes, because I think in the long run, that's the most important thing.
It is. I mean, if you want a short-term fix, there are a lot of, quick fix diets that'll work for a week or 2 weeks to get you to your reunion or get you to the beach on vacation. But if you're looking for something that really is going to change your life overall and let you feel good for a long time, even live longer, then Eat, the Effortless Weight Loss Solution is one of those programs that teaches you how to make these decisions yourself rather than someone else telling you what you have to do or not do. Right.
Yeah, and I noticed that one of the things that's big in your new book is increasing your plant-based foods in your diet. What are the advantages there?
Well, I'm a carnivore. I like meat. I'm not saying don't eat meat. What I'm saying is that if you're looking at eating foods that are heavier in phytonutrients, those are plant nutrients, that are heavier in increasing your energy level, increasing your skin clarity, then those foods tend to be plant-based. Meats are still important, however. I mean, meats provide a lot of important vitamins also, but when you look at what you're consuming, your meat should really not be more than about 20% of the foods that you're eating. Stick to leaner meats, stick to poultry. They're high in protein. Take the skin off. And so the book really goes through ways in which you can still enjoy the foods you like, but enjoy them in a healthier way so that you end up having more long-term success rather than short-term fixes.
Right, and so that plays into your 80-20 rule. Can you explain that?
Sure. I believe 80% of what you eat should be pretty healthy or really healthy, and 20% should be anything you want, whether it's cake, apple pie, cheese pizza, whatever it is, because no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. I don't advocate perfection because that's unrealistic. I'm a very realistic person when it comes to dispensing weight loss advice. And the idea is that we're going to enjoy our French fries, we're going to enjoy, our hamburgers every once in a while, but how do you show people how to enjoy those things, but at the same time enjoy whole grains, to enjoy more fruits and vegetables, and that's what the book tries to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. I noticed there was a chapter on adding spices to your diet. How do those help?
Wonderful. Chapter 6 is all about spices because it gives you the 6 healthiest spices in the world. So I actually give you a little lesson about where these spices actually come from, what they can do from a medical standpoint, whether it's lowering your cholesterol levels or your blood pressure. But also, these spices have great flavor. And one complaint about people who are on diet programs is the food gets so boring because it's so bland. They're tired of eating the same food all the time. But if you can choose the right spices and cook with the right spices, it can make a big difference. And that particular chapter not only teaches you about the spices, but how to cook with them so you get the most flavor out of the spices.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I noticed in some new plans are they tell you to eat plenty of vegetables, but they actually tell you to avoid fruit. Do you think fruit has gotten a bad rap?
Well, here's the deal, Gail, to be honest with you, is that people are trying to do the whole no-carb thing or the very low-carb thing, and fruits do have carbohydrates. But I try to explain to people in the book that fruits have the right carbohydrates because those carbohydrates are packaged with very healthful nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin D, other minerals. These things are important. So your carbohydrate package in your fruit is much better than the carbohydrate package in your Danish, which has no nutritional value but tons of refined sugar. Mm-hmm. And so I feel bad that fruit gets such a bad rap, or carbs in general get such a bad rap, because really carbs are essential, they're a macronutrient, and they're some of the best sources of fuel for our body.
I think people have gotten away from the whole moderation thing, and it seems to me that that's what your book is about, just not making yourself crazy over all these diet rules.
Yeah, the issue is that, we become so obsessed with what we're eating that eating becomes more of a chore rather than a pleasurable experience. What I'm trying to do is reintroduce eating as something that's fun, but not something you have to think about all the time. If you're trying to lose 30 or 40 pounds and you're constantly thinking about that, it becomes more of a chore. So the stress of the process becomes another obstacle beyond the process of losing weight in general. And so in the book, I try to explain to people that there are some things that you can do to enjoy eating, make a few changes, but don't go crazy about it. You're not going to eat perfectly all the time. Enjoy your food, but be healthy while you're doing it.
Well, that sounds good. And the book is out this week, right?
The book is out. It's in bookstores all over the country, and it's online at Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com or any online retailer.
All right. Well, thanks very much for talking with me today.